Ya mpɛ sɛ mbisa saa question no paa. Sɛ ko mpakyɛ o.
Trust in the Lord. Mpacho metumi aka bibi quick.
Mpacho, okay.
Mr. Kofi Kwante Mpacho. Ma minka bibi nka
Sɛ Kofi.
efa nia trust in the Lord kasi sia no. O say Osagyefo no we
Wait a
did not
minute.
teach uh, we did not teach about Osagyefo in our schools. So a lot of the youth don't know the history of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Osagyefo Nkrumah. Do you get what I'm saying? So if we're able to bring the history of the man who founded Ghana, the youth will be aware of who he is and they will make a decision on whether they're going to make his party stand strong and work on his values and his principles are. I think it will help the country Ghana. But right now, no, the youth don't understand what Osajifo is all about. Because some of the teachings that Scarecrow teaches, a lot of us don't know.
That's right.
I listen to Scarecrow a lot. Some of the stuff that Scarecrow teaches, it's not in our school curriculums in Ghana. And but yet we teach about American history. We teach about whatever history. Americans do not teach about African history. Oh. So let us get this instrument in the schools of Africa or Ghana. Then we'll be able to understand what the country is all about. Mr. Cranton Patovit Miakasawai.
Yo, Mpacho, Nikwe is 100% on the money. The only problem is that if the curriculums don't change, what Scarecrow teaches, will never get into the minds of our youth and all of us, because I have also learned a lot from Scarecrow, believe it or not. Most of the things Scarecrow teaches, I think they burnt it all. I don't know where Scarecrow gets his information from, but he must be reading from things that are out of print. They took it all off, they took the publications off the shelf and burnt it because they didn't want us to know. And our leaders, clueless as they are, they didn't go and have it republished to put it back into our curriculum. So till we have a conscious government, the governments that we just had, MPP government wanted to wipe Osagyefo name off completely. That's how dangerous history is, because the power of history is in the person who writes it. And we don't write anything, so nobody knows our history. And that's why we are so underdeveloped, and they arrested our development. Because all our leaders who came before us, everything they've learned should have been put into books, into scripts. Like when you go to Egypt, you see the hieroglyphics written on caves and stuff. They passed the early mathematicians of the empires that came 5,000 years ago. They passed the knowledge on by record keeping. Ask yourself that in the 200 years, 300 years, 400 years since the Songhai Empire changed to Gold Coast and to Ghana, what note keeping did we have? We don't. So if there's, let's say we invented a vaccine for all the flus in the world, how do we know we've invented one? Nobody wrote it down. We don't document anything. So the same mistakes MPP made, NDC will come and make, and MPP will come back. They would have forgotten because it will be a new breed, and they will make the mistakes again, and we'll keep going around in circles. You see? So one of the things that I was going to institute was how we are going to document everything and make it a public record. That's what we were going to use the National Cathedral for. The National Cathedral was going to be an archive head for supercomputers that any graduate, any tertiary student would have access to go there and do research on every aspect of the Ghanaian life since inception, as far back as we can. That's
Mr.
what.
Kofi, Mr. Kofi, you've been living in the US for a very long time, right? Even if you go to the library, and you're looking for the back in 16th century,
Mhm. Mhm.
the last person that whoever did murder, you find it there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
much these white people are keeping records.
Yeah. 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 Listen,
We don't
wait.
have any of those.
No, no. I went to a place in Portugal, right? The history they have on the Elmina uh, castle. I went to Elmina Castle. I'm like, wait, this is the tour? You go a guy dressed in a t-shirt with some boxer shorts and okay, nti aha mo friend no what do you call it? Door of no return. And I'm like, wait, that's it? No memorabilia, no, they don't have a cinema to give you. Listen, we don't know how to sell.